Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nicki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Happy Sunday, Naughty Crew. Welcome back to my channel, Naughty Love Movement. It shows Naughty, bring you the latest and trending topics, and I vlog my life. I hope everybody's doing wonderful today. I know I am. I just got finished doing a photo shoot with my daughter. Congratulations to her. She just hit 8,000 on Instagram, chill. Hey, Jayla girl, what's going on? Yes, thank y'all for joining me. Even the people in the bushes, I just need y'all to like the video, share my live out, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Yes, we got so much to get into, Naughty Crew. I was like, let me jump on here because I cannot save all of this for the morning because I'm sure it'll be something else trending by the morning, child. Okay. We gonna get into Megan Thee Stallion, her boo thing that she just posted. He cheating already, child, virtually. Yes, he is. Okay, see, that's why y'all shouldn't be posting these men unless they your husband for real, like seriously, because they be playing games until you know that they down for you and it's there for you. Okay? Don't be posting these ninjas, all right? Also, Nicki Minaj. She a little slap happy. I wonder what's going on. She is facing charges and also a possible another lawsuit. She needs another lawsuit like a hole in the head, child. It's giving. Her husband is a bad influence, child. Okay, they just bad for each other. It's just bad energy over there in the petty household, child. Okay, so allegedly she like slapped the manager or something. We're gonna get into it. Also, we're gonna get into Rickey Smiley announcing that he has twins. It's a story behind that because allegedly your girl was young. That's why she was made a secret. But we gonna dive right in, child. Okay. Also, I want to talk briefly about 82's panel. Hey, Jeff. 82 panel that he had with Royce and the whole mushroom party circus. We're going to touch briefly on that. And I think it has come to a head. And I'm like, thank God, because I'm over it. All right. Tokyo Toni crashing out again. Yep. Crashing out again. And we gonna get into Black China responding. Yes, please share this live. And also Dream, her granddaughter trolling her. It's weird. Hey, Couture Bay. Hey, Two Bags. Hey, everybody. Share this live out. Get these likes up. Okay. Let's get these likes up. Get us in the algorithm because you know YouTube, they don't like when you're not consistent, child, and they be putting you on punishment. Okay. Now, let's start off with, and shout out to the Shade Room, Royce Reed. Okay. She has recently come out about her baby daddy, Dwight Howard. hmm Basically saying, leave me the F alone. I told you to leave me alone. Hey, Kim. I told you to leave me alone. She started spilling all the deets, right? And apparently she spoke of a night that was much mushroom fueled, drug fueled. And everybody was tripping, okay? If you guys don't know, mushrooms are hallucinogens, but they say it's supposed to like open up like your third eye, like take you to a whole nother level. It's supposed to be like some sort of awakening. All right. So since she came out with the story, a bunch of people that attended the party have joined the circus, the Royce Reed circus. Okay. And me, I'm just like, what is this going to do in the end? You know, Royce has been telling the same story. I never believed that she was lying. She's been telling the same story from when she was on Basketball Wives, okay? How this man basically gagged her, all right? I remember when she was on Basketball Wives, he wouldn't even allow her son to be shown on the show. So Dwight, excuse me, I keep saying Dwayne, it's Dwight Howard, the basketball player, okay? Now, there's been all sorts of allegations that have come out about Dwight. All right. He was recently sued by a tranny who said that he raped him. And he won. The tranny won. Dwight Howard had to come out the closet as a result of this. Fast forward, now he's engaged to a female. Make it all make sense. Make it all make sense. It's a confusing mess. But he has harassed Royce, suppressed her, got her blackball out of the industry. And on top of that, a deadbeat dad. And he has a bunch of other illegitimate, not illegitimate, but a bunch of other kids. A bunch of other kids out here by all different mamas. Please thumbs up this video. Please thumbs up this video, okay? I tell you, because one woman came out. Her name was Brandy. She was attended at the party. And this is my thing. There was all sorts of allegations with everybody coming out with Callie, Kevin, and things like that. And they were making accusations that it was homosexual activity going on. Okay. And I felt bad for Brandy because she started having a bad trip. Royce tried to help her. And then as a result that Royce left, and this woman said that she was carried out of the bed and put into Dwight Howard's bed. And this woman was breaking down on the live because she felt like Dwight had homosexual activity and then came and slept with her. All right, fast forward. All right, AT2 had a panel of everybody: Royce, Callie, Kevin, and Lewis, who I believe was like an assistant to Dwight Howard at that time. And it really was a meeting of the minds. Okay. They had a mature adult conversation. And what I got out of it, because Kevin's like, I am not gay. So please stop making these accusations. And I'm just like, if you didn't see it with your own eyes and all you heard was groaning and stuff like that, everybody's high off of mushrooms. There's several reasons why people groan, okay? I know Callie said his stomach was upset but he didn't groan or whatever. As a result of everything, the beef is shut down. The parties involved are not beefing anymore. They came to a meeting of the minds. And shout out to AT2 for getting that exclusive. AT2, this is why they mad. This why they mad, AT2. They hating on you because you blowing up and you a possible threat. That's what's going on. Okay. So shout out to AT2. He ran a very good panel. It wasn't messy. And we were able to get everyone to tell the story together. Please thumbs up this video as y'all loading up in the room. And the different holes were filled in. Ultimately, what I got is everybody was just stripping off these mushrooms, and nobody really knows what happened. They just got a feeling, right? So with Kevin and Cal, they were friends, and Cal felt like Kevin set him up, was trying to set him up to no diddy him. Thumbs up this video. All right. So they got through their stuff, and I'm really proud of those gentlemen because now we can let it go. All right. And everybody was on the panel like, we just tired. And I said, so am I. The internet is tired because at the end of the day, Naughty Crew, thumbs up this video. They were all adults, consenting adults. So whatever happened. Okay. Only thing I didn't agree with, and which Royce, what she was fighting for, is because her son was present at the time. Okay. That's the part I agree with. And the whole panel said like they didn't like the fact that his son was able to witness this. I mean, it's certain activities that this shouldn't go around children, right? And so I'm like, where do we go from here? At the end of the day, like, Royce, your son is 1 year from 18. I'm proud of you for standing up for yourself and things like that. But as a result of all of this, because she said, we all just tired. I'm tired of talking about it. Well, you brought it out, Royce, okay? As a result of all of this, Dwight Howard has served her with a cease and desist. Shout out to the Shade Room, okay? And I expected this. You know this is what's going to happen. So Royce Reed shares that the Dwight Howard's legal team sent her a cease and desist letter. So she posted, she said, well, we knew this was coming, and I guess it's too many people on my side now. Ants just crawling up that leg. Bit by bit. Cease and desist. What more do you want from me? I guess you're going to send the whole world a cease and desist, huh? Coward. You know these rich men hide behind they money. You know this was coming. Oh, Louis sued and got a settlement as well. Okay, that fun fact. Thank you, Couture Bay. Dwight knows she's not lying. That's why he got lawyers on her. Exactly. Exactly. And at the end of the day, Dwight Howard, he got some Diddy activity going on. Yes, he do. He like to have his own freak offs, child. He like to have his own freak offs. So look, I'm so proud of AT2 for bringing everyone together and facilitating everyone having a peaceful resolve to the situation. Okay. Is everybody walking away as friends? No, but they're peaceful. They're not enemies anymore. Okay. And I feel my general consensus, my only issue with that party was the fact that Royce's child and children were present. Okay. Other than that, everybody else is consenting adults. They all knew that once they took the mushrooms, they were prepared for it. I know Callie said he does not regret the situation. He learned a lot from the situation, and he wanted to do the mushroom. He wanted because he said he was being in touch with his spirituality and things like that. So he wanted to see if the mushrooms would take him to the next level. So Dwight Howard's gonna be mad forever, child. He gonna be mad forever. He's a narcissist, and he's that type of man that like if no one can have you, if I can't have you, no one can. That's just his attitude. He could go around and do all the shit he wants. Okay, and nobody else is allowed to live their lives or whatever. And at the end of the day, it's just like, Dwight, grow up, okay? But what's his new fiance name? What's her name? Let me see if I can find it. I never could remember her name because I just feel like she a thirst bucket. Um, Here, shout out to Vibe Magazine. This is his new fiance, Amy Luciani. That's her name. Who is it? Isn't she? She from Love and Hip Hop and stuff like that. She a thirst bucket. And Royce, at the end of the day, only thing she is inheriting is everything you've been through these past 17 years with him. So I say let her have it. Cause she will too have her turn. People need to pay attention to the exes and how these men treat their children. Cause that's a clear sign of how they gonna treat you. All right. She's just inheriting this narcissist. Oh, okay. Kevin released a recorded call between him and Dwight too, and it was giving download activities. What? His name is Calvin. Okay. Lewis, who was his ex-assistant, said the children are always present and Dwight doesn't care. Exactly. Amy need to pay attention. See, she thinks she won. She thinks she won until she ready to leave that man and she gonna get all the smoke Reese have. She better not have no kids, child. To me, a warning sign is the fact that he have all these different kids by all these different women is given that you have mommy issues. Mhm. And you got some trauma you need to work out. Like that would be a red flag to me. Y'all let me know in the comments. Isn't that I always feel like it's a red flag when men have multiple baby mamas, multiple children, and he's not in relationship with near one. He's not even trying to marry. It's giving high risk to me because apparently he don't like to use condoms, child. Please thumbs up this video. All right. So Royce basically said she's done, and I'm sure the cease and desist has a lot to do with it. Ooh, Smooth Art said it's all for a storyline on Love and Hip Hop. Because quite frankly, which Love and Hip Hop is Amy on? Let me see which one she on. Oh, she on Atlanta. Quite frankly, yeah, she on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I don't even remember her. Like how I don't even remember her. So she trying to have a storyline for Love and Hip Hop for next season. This should be interesting. She better ask Kendra how that turning out for her. I believe you, Smooth. I believe these thirst buckets will do anything just so that they can keep a check coming in. And that's just sad because it's not genuine love. I wish Royce all the luck in the world. Um I believe, excuse me, y'all. I believe she also started a GoFundMe. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk. And it's just like if you couldn't afford to do this, shell, I wouldn't be. So Royce Reed shares a GoFundMe link for attorney fees, unpaid mortgage, and bills, as she says she's facing a new lawsuit from her ex, Dwight Howard, admits to previously wanting to end her own life. This is embarrassing, but it's my life. And that's the part right there. This is why I believe this needs to go off of social media because Royce, you have to take care of your mental health. Like, I really feel bad that this man has been keeping his foot on your neck all this time. So let's see what she has to say. She said, "Hey y'all. First, I want to thank you all for your outpouring of love and support. It means more than you can imagine. Prior to telling my story of how my life changed when I had a baby by Superman, my son and I have been struggling for over 17 years. I've dealt with harassment, threats, defamation, and career loss. I eventually fell into a depression. I still dance on TikTok and smile through the pain because I felt at some point I pulled through. Luckily, I did due to my village. There were days I thought about taking a full bottle of sleeping pills or running off an overpass and believing if I was strong enough to just do it, by the time I changed my mind, it would be too late. After this man took everything from us, my savings, my mother's savings, my dignity. He still proceeded to harass and belittle me. Most recently, he spoke to our son on PlayStation Party and degraded me, his mother, so bad to the point our son went off. I have worked since I was 16, but the bills I've accumulated dealing with this man are insurmountable. That's where my courage came from. That's why I chose to speak. But also because, here we go. There's a new agreement. I am now being threatened with yet another lawsuit because they want to take away my voice again and silence me. My voice that is being backed up by a choir now of witnesses and victims in a congregation full of support. I humbly come to you to say that while I am a substitute teacher, after school gymnastics teacher, and I just reopened my dance company at a community center, I need help. We need help. So, although my name may be elevated right now, I'm still an average woman out here fighting for her family, like cracks in a window. If not replaced early, they became they become bigger. I was that cracked and I shattered. Not just me. This is bigger than me. This is about someone with so much money and so much power being able to bully women and men by lying, threatening, and throwing them in court. When you have money, some people move as if they're living in a place surrounded by glass. Well, I'm just a rock that hit the house. Any contributions helps, and the money will go towards attorney's fees as well as unpaid mortgage or bills that I may fall behind on as I find more ways to supplement my income. I want to be the transparent I want to be transparent of where your donations will go. All right. And so then this is the cease and assist. This is sad that he would want to suppress the mother of his child, the one who's taking care of his child full time, to the point that she can't even make any money. Do y'all agree with her having a GoFundMe? I mean, she has to pay the legal fees some way, somehow. Okay, Couture Bay said she is going to win. That man can't get a job in America for a reason. Yes, he is playing overseas. Like, usually after people players retire from the NBA, they usually go to sports commentating. Woo! Dwight has kidnapped all his kids except for the baby mama three. I think all the baby mamas need to get together. I think they could all take him down together. Do you think this warrants a restraining order? I know Royce has records. I mean, he don't take care of the kids anyway, so why not get a restraining order against him? Cease and assist that ass, okay? Cause he was out here talking too, talking about when she got her back child support of $200,000, she went and opened a dance studio. Well, I mean, she does have to work, and that will be for your child still. Like, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And Amy, you think you won, honey? Look at how he treating his kids, and look at how he treating his kids' mothers. At the end of the day, whether him or Royce are together, he should want Royce to be in a healthy place. Seriously. Because she's the main caretaker of their child. But it's just giving narcissist. That's what it's giving. It's giving narcissist. I wish Royce the best. Okay. Um, I think it's important that she take care of her mental health. And Royce, you survive thus far, and God's not going to put anything on you that you can't handle. He will get his, and remember, vengeance is not yours. He will get his. People like him destroy themselves. Look at the diddler. And they real good friends. Yep. I'm talking running around at the party with a red dress, good friends. He doesn't even parent his kids. Period. And when you do your babies dirty like that, stuff like that come back on you. Stuff like that come back on you. You can't mess with God's children. You know, I really feel bad for Royce. And I hope she gets some resolve, some peace out of all of this. I really, really, really do. But I'm glad the circus part is ending with like all the participants in the mushroom party and things like that. I'm glad that part is ending. And I hope those guys, like, if they're gonna and that's one thing. Kevin, he did apologize to Royce for any harm he had done, and any ways that he had contributed to the breakdown of her mental health. And so I thought that was some real man. Okay. Yes, Kim. Yep. Karma's going to get him. Karma. Okay. I mean, it's already starting. Whether y'all know, he can't even get a job in America. That's karma right there. Okay. But he's a coward. He hides behind his money and his lawyers. And even that runs out. Look at the diddler. hmm hmm So since we talking about deadbeat dads and stuff like that, we gotta highlight the deadbeat moms out here. Okay, I seen this story. I was like, oh my god, like what the blood clot going on with these mamas out here? Let's check this out. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk.
Is shaking. If you want to know who Dejah Lenae is, that is MLB superstar Tim Anderson's side chick who got pregnant. Baby, she's going to jail. There's a lot to the story. Let's talk about it. Now, this is Tim Anderson and his wife, Bria Anderson. And I've been covering this story all since last year because these two were kind of in a battle royale. They were also in a pregnancy battle. So it started out that Dejah was posting pictures of Tim and her doing stuff, knowing full blown that he was a married man in a full blown relationship with his wife and had children. She would post stuff like this, and it gave open relationship because Tim would be smiling. Tim would be smiling. She would post it on her story. She would say, baby, for the. I mean, it didn't look like he was ever ducking no smoke or hiding in none of these pictures that she would take of him. So I'm like, is he really with her? Is he really with the wife? Well, the way that the wife would move, oh, baby, she would move like it was business as usual. The wife Bria, she would post pictures with Tim, and then Dejah would come out talking stuff. LOL, not too much though, but you know, anything for the image. And Bria wasn't letting go of her husband, baby. She wasn't coming off her man. Totally understandable. But this caused Dejah to spiral. Bria was not coming up. Dejah Lenae is shaking. If you want to know who Dejah Lenae is, that is MLB superstar Tim Anderson's side chick who got pregnant. Baby, she's going to jail.
All right. She going to jail, child. Let's look this up. Let me get her up here. Okay, so she's an influencer, side chick, and things like that. She has been accused of multiple things. Let me Please thumbs up the video. Her name is so weird. Oh, it's like Dejah. There's so much TikTok. Ooh. It never pays to be a side chick. The wife will always win. All right. She's also friends with Ari Fletcher. Am I surprised? So she got sentenced to 30 years. So she got arrested on child endangerment charges. Let me see. All right, let me go here. This is another part to this. I don't know why they Happy New Year's, everybody. Hey, Crown Woman. What's going on? We getting into Dejah Lenae, Tim Anderson's side chick, okay? And she also had a baby. The side chick never wins, child, okay? The side chick never wins.
Shaking. If you're wondering who Dejah Lenae is, oh, we've talked about her on this show before. She is the side chick, the mistress to famed MLB Major League Baseball player Tim Anderson. Well, he just welcomed a child with his first wife, and this lady is locked up, allegedly. There's a lot to the story. Let's talk about it. I'm saying allegedly because I don't know if she's out already, but yeah, she was locked up. So this is Dejah, beautiful girl, beautiful gowns. It says that endangering the health or life of a child. Wow. Wow. Actually, didn't look at her charges until right now. So you're getting my real reaction. Child endangerment charges. Girl, you're in trouble. Let's read them. Endangering the life or health of a child, fleeing or attempting to elude the police or officer or the motor vehicle, license revoked. Child, you did all this with no license. Speeding over the statutory limit. You was really running from the cops, huh? Improper lane usage, crossing lanes. This was a police chase. Failure to signal when required. This was a police chase after you endangered a child. Baby, let me tell you something. God does not like ugly, and he ain't too fond on pretty, but this right here is hideous. Now, this is Dejah and Tim's baby. This is their baby 7. He was born June 2022. So what, is he about to be 2 years old? But let me tell you something right now. She named that baby 7 because she knew she couldn't name him Junior. And that's exactly what his actual wife did. So just 21 hours ago, they posted this baby, pure perfection. Welcome to the world, Timothy Devon Anderson III, nicknamed Trey. Because you know, Black people, when it's the third, we love to call him Trey. Shout out to one of my besties, Trey Melvin. But y'all, this right here is a checkmate. At the end of the day, Dejah, if your baby's crying in the middle of the night, doesn't matter. The wife's baby is crying, and them cries are deeper from Trey. And don't get me wrong, 7 is an angel butt. And Tim has come out and he's definitely said, I will always be there for our child. He said that he was also going to stay with his wife. And, you know, Dejah has 2 other kids by another man. I'm not going to do her like that. But at the end of the day, y'all got to see this situation. This baby's going to miss out. I don't care what y'all say. You could try to be the best dad in the world, but this baby is going to be missing something. Yeah, you might be the oldest son, but you're not the only son. And now Bria has created a situation where you're not going to be the chosen son. This is what makes people be in therapy when they're 30 about things like this. When y'all go out and y'all think, I'm going to have a baby while he's with the wife and compete and try to do a thing. And that baby grows up in a sad cycle. I feel bad for both of these kids, but especially Seven. You can say what you want. You can call her stupid for staying with this man. You can call her not as pretty as Dejah. You can say whatever you want, but she's the wife. If anything happens to him, all the money goes to her, and she can pull the puppet strings and the purse strings how she wants to. When Tim Anderson and Dejah was getting into it, he wrote and he said, I turn the lights on and off in that. And I said, Dejah, you don't have a lot of money or power. Now you're locked up. And they sending me your charges, telling me you have past charges. Now, he could leave you in there. You could be out by now. I don't know. But the wife wins, you guys. The wife wins. Dejah, Lenae is shaking. If you're one.
Okay, she is absolutely right. Everything she said. Please thumbs up this video. The mistress never wins. And unfortunately, the baby misses out on having a full-time dad. Okay, close your legs to marry men at the end of the day. And now you putting a child in danger. You mess around and his wife be raising your son, Dejah, when he get full custody. Because you weren't hinged. Because you thought that man was going to leave his wife. They never leave the wife. You was just fun. See, these side chicks are out of control. They don't know how to play their position. They over here getting knocked up for a check and shit. You never win. You never win. The wife always wins. The wife always wins. And the wife just staying with him just to say a big old Dejah, and now your ass sitting in jail for 30 days for being reckless. She's the wife. Yes, grown woman. The wife always wins. And she gonna stay there. Cause guess what? Tim Anderson, like, it's cheaper to keep her at this point, okay? Cause he don't want to have to pay alimony, child support. Cause they got a baby together, so you know she gonna get alimony. It's cheaper to keep her. These side chicks need to understand when they just fun. You just a deposit for his sperms. That's it. And you got the nerve to be letting him hit it raw. The uterus wants to get pregnant, Dejah. You knew what the hell you was doing. And now you ended up with the short end of the stick. It never pays to be the side chick or the mistress. It never pays. And they never, ever leave the wife. She's the wife for a reason. Thumbs up this video. Staycation. Yep. Him and his wife on vacation. And you got to sit back and watch everything go down on social media. Oh my God. Dejah, you know what? Dejah only gets donkey. She get donkey of the year, but Dejah,
congratulations. You played yourself.
You played yourself. You played yourself, honey. The wife gonna get it all. And you gonna be left struggling with that baby, because he only gonna come around when he feel like it. I'm talking about Tim Anderson. All right, so just like we drag deadbeat dads, we also drag unfit mamas out here. Okay, please thumbs up the video. Please thumbs up the video. So you got 30 days in the think tank, Dejah, to figure out your life, and you got other children depending on you. Like, how dare you? It's not them baby's fault. You was dumb as hell, and you open your legs to a married man. I'm telling you, Tim Anderson gonna end up with custody. Hey, Corey. It is Camilla Butch, the dog-faced girl, fault. Now that she is queen of England, they out of control, thinking they can be queen like her. Right. Okay. Couture Bay said he has 3 kids with his wife, and she isn't a dumb girl. Mama is a AKA. Yes, connected. Okay, them AKAs don't play. They stick together. tied to a lot of the MLB organization for the wives, child. He was never leaving. Yes, he was never leaving. Now he could get full custody of 7. And now, if he wants child endangerment charges, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. It really isn't. Kim said, love staycation. Going to use this. Absolutely. You know, her priorities are all out of whack, and your decision making is off. It's apparent, okay, because you sleeping with a married man and getting locked up. Like, that's your forever. Cannot be sleeping with these. They always gonna stick with their wives. And the baseball organization do not play. They are very tight knit. They just like the NFL. They like the mafia and shit. Okay. So Dejah, don't drop the soap, sis. Don't drop the soap. And you deserve to me, you deserve more than 30 days endangering that child. And you went on a high-speed police chase, child. Hell wrong with you? Hell wrong with you? Yes, grown woman. Sadly, no one ever thinks about the children involved in their foolishness. It's true. She never think about the kid. Like, what you endangering the kid for? It's not fair. It's not fair. All right, let's get into Rickey Smiley, because this is just chill. Let me see. Now, Rickey Smiley recently came out and said that he had twins. Hold on, let me see. Okay, here we go. Shout out to It's On Site, child. Rickey, you too old for this, man. But this story is juicy and salacious. Naughty Crew, thumbs up this video. Let me see how we doing on likes. Let me see if y'all playing in my face. Let me see. Thumbs up the video if you have not, and if you're not subscribed, please. Please get the likes up. It's the free way of supporting the channel. Donations are definitely appreciated, but please like the video, share the video out, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Yes, Rickey Smiley is a hot mess, child. So he came out and said on the anniversary, I believe, of his son's death, as you all know, he lost a son or whatever. He found out he had twins, and I said, this don't even add up, child. Okay, so let's get into it.
Before the 1-year anniversary of my son's death, I found out I have 5-year-old identical twin, beautiful daughters, identical twin daughters. I got a phone call from an ex-girlfriend. She went to court, found out that those identical twin daughters was not her ex-boyfriend. The whole time, here they are my biological daughters.
Let me just clear up the moment, y'all. Rickey just announced that he has surprise twins, and he just found out.
Ready for this? Been knowing them their whole life. They've been coming over to Grayson birthday parties and play dates, playing on the swing set, all of that stuff. Phone calls when they were sick. What should I do? Should I give them this?
You did not feel any sort of connection. You did not see anything that's like, dang, that reminds me of me, or that reminds me of my son or my daughter.
Yeah, I just thought, since I was, old, right before the 1-year anniversary of my son.
I see y'all in the comments. Y'all calling bull Swinky. I'm like, how you not know? Right. That's what we want to get into next. So the man who thought he was the father came forward. Okay. And he's speaking out. Hold on. Man who believes he was the father of Rickey Smiley's twin daughters is speaking out and claims the baby mother was Rickey's side chick since she was a minor. Thumbs up this video. Okay, let's dive right in.
I appreciate y'all for reaching out to me, man. Cause watching that video is so disgusting. It's wicked. And it triggered me, man. Like, I'll never get over that situation. For 5 years, man, they knew. For 5 years. The mama in on it. The grandma in on it. And the real victims are those twin girls and her oldest daughter. And he been calling her his daughter too, man. This shit's so crazy, man, but they don't understand. Man, that situation killed me, man. Don't take care of your girls. Having her dust ass homegirls harassing me and got her, even her brother just passed away. That nigga just died. And before he died, he was mad at me. He was mad at me thinking I was some ain't shit nigga. And that whole time, bro, I'm like, so I'm trying to be there, I'm trying to fight for my kids, and she just pulling them back. And it just denying access and the manipulation, invite my other kids to hang out with the girls, all that. Man, that shit was so fucked up, man. That shit wild. Don't take care of your girls. Having her dust ass homegirls harassing me.
All right. So he went on a rant. As you can see, he is very upset. I would be too. Like, these hoes out here, they just be playing these whole games, and they don't care that the children are affected. The kids have a right to know who their parents are. That's why I don't respect that whole Chris, what's her name, Chris Animal, whatever the fuck she want to call herself this year. I don't respect what she doing with that baby. So he posted, he said, Rickey full of ish. For 5 years, he and that chick knew I wasn't the father the whole time. They lied. She been his side chick since she was 17 years old, and the mama encouraged her to do it. Child, fix it, Jesus. Fix it. Oh my God. I'm just like, what the? Girl, what's going on? Girl, what's going on? What is going on, child? Okay. She's 37 today, so y'all do the math. When I found out she manipulated the whole world to defend this ninja and keep their secret, he even calls her first daughter his child too. This is messy. This is ghetto hood messy. Them folks had everybody thinking I wasn't ish and a deadbeat after I found out their secret. Even my own family went against me because of her lies. These hoes ain't loyal. I'm telling you. These bitches be out here playing all these hood games. Shit.
Right before the 1 year anniversary of my son's death, I found out I have 5-year-old, identical twin, beautiful daughters. Identical twin daughters. I got a phone call from an ex-girlfriend. She went to court, found out that those identical twin daughters was not her ex-boyfriend. The whole time, here they are my biological daughter.
Let me just clear up the moment, y'all. Rickey just announced that he has surprise twins, and he just found out.
Ready for this? Been knowing them their whole life. They've been coming over to Grayson birthday parties and play dates, playing on the swing set, all of that stuff. Phone calls when they were sick. What should I do? Should I give them this?
So they've been a part of your life, and you trying to make us believe that you didn't know that them were your kids. I call bull swanky, okay? I call bullshit. I feel bad for these twins because they surrounded around a bunch of adult liars. Child. This some hood rat project, hood booger bullshit. Rickey Smiley knew. I don't care what nobody say. He knew. But because that girl was underage, that's why he ain't wanted to come out. Y'all do the math, okay? Yes, the children. Hey, Smooth Art. The children are a blessing, but the situation is messy. He do stay in some hood mess. He got what he presents to the world. It's another side to him. Hey, Danny. That ninja knew. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe he knew. Put a 2 in the chat. I believe he knew. But because she was underage, you creep. pedo activity. That's what's going on. That's why you just coming out with it. Okay? I find the whole situation.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Straight messy. Yes. Danny said one. Grown woman said 111. Exactly. Nasty. Nasty work. And I saw what you said, Corey. You said the overly religious, you gotta watch them. Them be the ones, girl. They be the biggest freaks. Mm-hmm. They be the freaks in the sheets. Freaks in the sheets. They be the biggest ones, okay? She was actually living with him. Ooh, child. This some bull mess. And then going to drag that innocent man into it. Talking about he the daddy and then drive this narrative that he a deadbeat. Child.
I appreciate y'all for reaching out to me, man. Cause watching that video was so disgusting. It's wicked. And it triggered me, man. Like, I'll never get over that situation. For 5 years, man, they knew. For 5 years. The mama in on it. The grandma in on it. And the real victims are those twin girls. And
right. And I wonder if she put him on child support. Nasty work. Nasty work.
And her oldest daughter. And he been calling her his daughter too, man. This shit's so crazy, man, but they don't understand. Man, that situation killed me, man. Don't take care of your girls. Having her dusty ass homegirls.
Having her dusty ass friends dragging him.
Harassing me and got her. Even her brother just passed away. That nigga just died. And before he died, he was mad at me. He was mad at me thinking I was some ain't shit nigga. And that whole time, bro, I'm like,
he do look like Rickey. She got a type.
So I'm trying to be there. I'm trying to fight for my kids, and she just pulling it back, and it just denying access and the manipulation, inviting my other kids to hang out with the girls, all that. Man, that shit was so fucked up, man. That shit wild. Don't take care of your girls. Having her dusty ass homegirl.
Yo, this is this ratchet and sad. You know, I really think it should be some consequences to women who do this. Mm-hmm. Naming the wrong father on the birth certificate and knowing that it's a possibility of something else. Like, I think DNA tests need to be mandatory at birth. What y'all think? Mm-hmm. Right. And he was also sleeping with her when she was underage. She was 17. I think it should be consequences to women who do this because I think it's real messed up. Because I think everybody deserves to know who their parents are. Yeah, how many baby mamas he got? Oh, you talking about Rickey? Let's see. He got kids everywhere, child. But be talking about they of God having all type of sex out of wedlock. All right. So as of May 10th of 2024, shout out to Legit NG. The radio personality has 2 biological kids. And then he has adopted kids. Let me see. Let me open this up. He from Alabama. I didn't know that. So here's his kids. I don't know which one died though. I can't. Oh, what happened? So committee of Rickey Smiley and family attend TV1's Rickey Smiley for Real Season 2 premiere at Scat Show on May 4th of 2016, Atlanta, Georgia. I remember him. Is this the one that passed? I used to like him. He used to be so hard on him. It was the oldest son who passed. Brandon reportedly died of fentanyl. Oh, he died of an OD. I have 2 biological kids and the rest are adopted, mixed with nieces and nephews. And what was you doing with them? Because child, I find it suspicious when men want to be around so many kids all the time. I'm not saying all of them are creepy, but Smooth Art, she said, I remember meeting him when he was here after his one daughter was blickied in Houston. Wow. His oldest son passed. Hey, Ron, thank you so much. That's the one. That's the one. Okay. Child, this is just messy. And when he was telling the story, I was like, it's something more to this. It's something more to this. And sure enough, the alleged father, the presumed father, told it all. Like, and I believe him because he is hurt. And he said, all y'all motherfuckers want hurt. But I want to see if they hold her feet to the fire. So she's 37 now. Let me see. Hold on. Rickey Fuller is. For 5 years, he and that chick knew I wasn't the father the whole time. They lied. She been his side chick since she was 17 years old, and the mama encouraged her to do so. She is 37 today, which means the twins was born when she was 32. So this is my thing. We don't have no proof. We don't have no proof that he was sleeping with her when she was a minor. So I suspect that Rickey Smiley is going to act like this don't exist. We don't have no proof. At the end of the day, we can't put false allegations on the man, but I still think it's messy. And how come Rickey ain't never been married? Has he ever been married? Do anybody know? Child, I just had to share that with my naughty crew because it's just a messy. Okay. Messy. All right, let's get into Tokyo Toni messy ass. Speaking of deadbeat unfits. Yeah, grown woman. He gonna put a different spin on it. Oh, he was married and divorced. Couture Bay said, unless he have receipts, I don't believe it. I don't either, because I'm so tired of these Lamishas and Jaguars running around telling lies on people with no proof. So at the end of the day, when she had the babies, she was grown. That's the only thing we got to go off of. She's 37 now. The twins are 5. That means she had the babies at 32. So let's get into Tokyo Toni ratchet ass. I scared. Let me tell you something. That woman is so jealous of her daughter. But she was out here screaming, talking about she don't know what it means to struggle. Girl, bye. Let's get into it. All right. And then Chyna tried to clean it up. I think Chyna does, or Angela White, whatever she want to call herself, does herself a disservice when she comes out here and defends her mom's wicked behavior. Seriously. The reason why she feel like she could cut up on this internet because she don't feel like she have to be accountable for anything or whatever. One thing I can say about Blac Chyna, no matter what her mom does, she always respects and honors her mom. All right. She always defends her and things like that. I thought it was quite disgusting on the Auntie podcast when she was sitting with the game talking about, oh, you slept with my daughter. I thought it was weird. And it came out that Tokyo was trying to sleep with one of Chyna men. Nasty work. Okay. Why would you want to sleep with somebody that slept with your child? And they showed the receipts and everything. So that just put the nail in the coffin for me to let me know that she really is jealous of her daughter because Chyna figured out how to do it better. Okay. And she's still the old bitch in the club. Let's get into it.
Never lied on the internet. I ain't never been no broke.
I'm broke as a. I got $33 to my entire name.
I ain't never had no struggles. When the black woman struggle, I don't know nothing about it. That's why I don't talk about it. Have you ever heard me talk about the black woman struggle? I've seen it. That's why I try to help. I don't know a motherfucking thing about it. I'm hustling. I'm at the beach with saying, huh? Oh, okay. Ooh. Come on then. You ain't gonna look this good for nothing. No bags under my eyes. 55 years old. Looking 30 years old.
I disagree. Y'all think Tokyo Toni look 30 years old? I think Tokyo Toni look the age that she is. You ain't getting that over here, sis. Come on, burnt gap.
Looking younger than I did when I was 30 years old. No, man.
I disagree. It be these narcissists, right? They love to fluff themselves out. They just really, it's like the ideas are so grandiose, like that they're not even realistic. Even Jack Liar, she be running around here talking about people looks and stuff like she's like the cat's meow. Girl, you are washed up, broken, disease infested slut.
They got mad, young, jealous. Never been broke, never saw a hard time, ever. Why would I? Why would I ever see a hard time? No. Where the fuck was this hard time at?
And you know what this made me think of? Then why, if you ain't never saw a hard time, why you was begging your daughter when Blac Chyna had her reality show for money? Miss, I ain't never had a hard time. The lies we tell, child.
Out your mouth. I'm a whole motherfucking millionaire bitch, Ben. And I'm trying to figure out, being at that and still got DoorDash on my phone. I still got Uber X on my phone. I got fucking businesses downstairs. We're going to show them in a few minutes. They ain't even started yet.
So now you got a big head because your ass is off the pole. So you think you all that.
Huh? Right. My name's Tokyo Toni, bitch. I don't ever check don't give a fuck about social media. Huh? You ain't checking me. You ain't checking me. You ain't checking me. I'm going to say the fuck I want. Who gonna check me? Never lied on the internet. I ain't never been no.
I'ma check you, you lying asshole. That's what I'ma do. Because you want to know why?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Period. Get off my damn screen. I don't got time for these delusional hoes. Sean Davy Way. That you got it right. Sean Davy Way called her burnt gat. Shout out to Sean, okay? Well, on the tail end that, her grandchild trolled her. Hey, Dreamy. I like Dream. She is so cute. Shout out to the neighborhood talks for this. I love Dreamy. You want to know why? Y'all remember she was online. She's like, I'm actually the only Kardashian grandchild. Because that's Rob only baby. Fact she tell. Fact she tell. So she was trolling her grandmama. I only could play a little bit of it because they was playing music. Her and Chyna was cooking in the kitchen, cutting up some potatoes and stuff, child.
Tokyo Toni goes on here, cut it off.
Y'all heard it? She said, if Tokyo Toni come in here, cut it off. All right, child, let me play it again. Let me play it again. First of all, why she call her grandmother Tokyo Toni? My kids call their grandma Nanny. Okay.
Tokyo Toni goes on here, cut it off.
Look how she looked back at her mother. She is so cute, but she looks so much like Rob. Let me go back.
On here, cut it off.
Look, she know what she doing. She got that same devious smile that Chyna do. Let me see what these comments are saying. This one they say all Dream looks like Black Chyna. No, she don't. She look like her father. Said something to her about a moment of silence. Shout out to Flawless CCBBW. We love her commentary. She has a great channel. She said, OMG, even the baby said, no, ma'am. Right. Oh, here go Carlissa. You know she got a troll. She said, Grandma Tokyo Toni. The fuck? Yo, Tokyo Toni don't do nothing to be called the grandma. I mean, she out here twerking with blunts in her ass. Carlissa, you know, anytime Carlissa comment, I just be wanting to drop kick that ass. She is like the super troll. All right. So on the tail end of that, Chyna came out swinging for her mama. Here we go. She went on live. Shout out to Live Bites. I don't know why she continues to defend her.
Eyes is my mom for sure. They're light brown. Mama Toke. Wait, y'all have to see this picture of her. I'm gonna share it. Please look at how pretty. Look at my mama, y'all. Gorgeous lady. Thank you, Miss Claudia. Hey, Mom, bomb right there. Hold on, let me show you another picture. I was like, Mom, you look super. I'm like, you look super Dominican right here. Like, girl, what? Especially with that red lip. Look at her.
She was working out. That's why she breathing so hard. But I just feel like this is reaching. Like, why are you trying to convince us how beautiful she is? She could be the most gorgeous woman in the world, but if her attitude is the way it is, like, Tokyo Toni is nasty. She's disgusting.
Hey. I know. So I'm 5'2". My mom, I promise y'all, she used to be 5'3". I honestly think she might be like 5'1". But yeah, that's my lovely mama. I love her. Does she speak Spanish? No. If my mom knew how to speak Spanish, she'll be getting all of us in Spanish. Oh yeah, I have the same eyes as my mom for sure.
All right, so Chyna, she always gonna defend her mom. that's what it's giving. I think it's only one time where she like really set a boundary and stopped talking to her. But it just enables her bad behavior. That's what it does, if you ask me. Congratulations to Chyna on her sobriety and stepping up and being a good mom. Her and Dreamy, they go live a lot, cooking in the kitchen. So I think that's dope. But I ain't forget about them trafficking allegations. Nope. I ain't forget. So I appreciate her getting sober and stuff like that because it's only going to make her a better mom. But Tokyo Toni, as far as I'm concerned, nasty work. Nasty work. Oh my God, I follow this little girl. I love her. And I seen her platform grow through the years. But the new movie that's on Netflix with Kerry Washington, the 668. I can never remember the name, but it's a great movie. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at what she did.
Hey, twin, how long take you to learn this?
One day.
Stop playing with you, twin. Hey, step into care. Snap into it.
Sir, with all due respect, Battalion have been working day and night in horrible conditions. We have no heat most of the time. It gets so cold that the women gotta put water in their helmets to wash themselves. You gave us this place to turn to a barracks with no bed and no help. My women are harassed and then they'll be befriended only to be asked. And they have tails under their skirts after midnight because of the room is of white soldiers. You send the chaplain not to pray, but to spy on us. We just lost 2 soldiers to a UXP who were highly trained, and I know because I trained. You didn't even give them the order to have a proper burial. We are fighting on every front. So as I said, sir, over my dead body, sir.
Hey, twin.
She did that. That was a great movie. I think this little girl is gonna be an actress one day. I love following her. She does a lot of positive, motivational talks and stuff like that. And then also her and her dad, they do freestyles and they sing songs and things like that. So it's so dope. She's blowing up. And I love this for her. 6888. That's what the name of the movie was. This movie talked about World War II, the African American women soldiers, and all the struggles they had to go through because they had to fight through so much discrimination. Not only number one because them being black, but then they're women at the end of the day. And I could relate to this movie because my grandfather was in World War II and things like that. And I didn't have any idea this unit existed. And here recently, Michelle Obama honored the group and gave them the medals that they deserve. I mean, because anything they could do to tear these group of women down, they did. And they band together and held each other up, held each other accountable, and they fought through that. And they were able to deliver. They had to sort through something like 7 million items of mail, and they did it within 90 days. Child. Yes, excellent movie. Excellent movie. And I really like that young lady. Shout out to it's Tatum. That's her name. It's Tatum Takes Over. That's her Instagram. And they be doing their thing, child. They be doing their thing. All right. Let's move on to Megan Thee Stallion, child. I'm telling you, these superstar girls, they need to stop posting these men when they not their husband. We don't need to know about every relationship you in, child, okay? Because then they come back to bite you. It come back to bite you. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk for posting this. Now, Megan, she posted what she thought was her man. Y'all remember this? Stop posting these men. Stop posting these men. Because you know the vultures is out here, the thirst buckets. Nobody has respect for relationship or anything. I think a lot of these females, they like the sport of trying to take somebody else's man. But don't be posting these men unless you really, really know them. Seriously. Like, so, oops, woman exposes Megan Thee Stallion's boo, Tori Craig, for allegedly being her trick. Latest messages appear to be from December 2024. Tori seemingly responds, calling it a clout move. Child, let's get into it. So this is the woman. Okay. So the woman shares alleged payment receipts from Tori. Tori Craig, and look, 2024, child, they be tricking hard. And these are the alleged text messages between the two. So see, Tori Craig name up here. He said, I want to suck the milk out of them. Child, do milk still come out? Oh, he got a fetish. Okay, LOL, already player before the next round. Yes, I'm pumping now. Child. All right, alleged text messages between the two. And look, Tori Craig name there again. You ever made an X tape? No. Want to? Then he says, I'm playing. Then all of this is, why is all this? Why she black out all her responses? Hush. You play too much. And I don't want to see a shaved cat. I like it when it's natural. Child, he is heartbreaking. Their alleged DM via a screen recording. Here we go. Tori Craig right there. They do all of this, like, you do all of this to expose him, and then what? You doing all of that why? Because you want to be with him still? Like, it's weird. Alleged messages from December of 2024. Let me see. Send it to your phone. Yes. Oh, you got a boo? Then he said, me, myself, and I. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is nuts. Ain't no way people want clout that bad. This is Tori's response. Tori, this is what he's saying. Okay, and response. So it's given either you jealous because he moved on. Because at the end of the day, Megan just posted a picture of them. We don't know if they were just dating, if they're committed, if it's serious. We don't know. So it's given that this other chick is jealous because he with Megan now and not beat for her. It looks like she bitter. Yeah, I don't get why she blacked out what she said. Okay, because Wobet said all she got was $100, and chick feel how was he a trick? Exactly. Hey, Tails. It's giving she bitter because she with Megan. Because that's my thing, right? Him and Megan haven't been together that long. We don't even know what it is. We don't even know if Megan has confirmed this as a relationship. All we know is they're in the picture together. We do not know the extent of their relationship. And it's given that she is jealous, the woman on the left here, because he probably moved on and started egging her. Right. That's what I'm saying. Megan never confirmed that was her man or not. They could have just been on a date. That's it. They could have just been on a date. So these chicks, like, you kill me coming out here trying to bust up their situation, they happy situation. And it's just like, what's the end result? Because he not with you either. He not committed to you or nothing. Like, girl.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
You played yourself. You played yourself because we don't know what the extent of the relationship is. And when people date, especially men, they date multiple people at a time. Period. And it's giving you mad. So I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Megan not even claiming him yet. They just posted a picture together. That's it, as far as I'm concerned. And we're moving right along. Shout out to Buck for sending me this next story. Child, brace yourself. Brace yourself, okay? Okay, they still trying to lynch us down south. See, that's why my ass staying up here in the north. I ain't got time. Only way I live in the south is if I have a gun. Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud. All right. Shout out to the Associated Press. 2 autopsies for Black man found hanging in Alabama produced differing conclusions. This is just sad. At this day and age, we still got to deal with racism and discrimination and things like that. It's sad, okay? And so for those people out there who want to run around talk about racism still doesn't exist and this and that, it's gone away, then why they still lynching us? All right. Let's get into the article. So this takes place in Montgomery, Alabama. A state autopsy has ruled that a Black man found hanging in an abandoned Alabama home in late September died by suicide. Okay, a conclusion that contradicts a private autopsy commissioned by his family, which found no definitive evidence he died by suicide. Okay, like it's sad that we got to do this much work. You can't even believe in your law enforcement enough to do the right thing. This is just sad. Okay. So Denoris Richardson's body was discovered in September in rural Colbert County, far from his home in Sheffield, Alabama, a small town of nearly 10,000 nestled along the Tennessee River. A state autopsy released to law enforcement in late December ruled the 39-year-old's death a suicide. Colbert County Sheriff Eric Ballantyne told al.com, which is like Alabama website. Despite the state's officials' findings, the case has sparked intense suspicion and outcry in a community with a long history of racial injustice and deep-seated distrust of the local law enforcement. Now, y'all remember down by the river, okay, where all them Caucasians tried to attack my man and people started jumping in the river and they jumped up people. Okay, so racial tension in Alabama is high. Okay. Despite the state official finding, the case has sparked intense suspicion and outcry in a community with a long history of racial injustice and deep-seated distrust of local law enforcement. Ballantyne called for an FBI investigation into Richardson's death in October. Richardson was one of numerous Black men who have recently filed a federal civil rights lawsuit against local law enforcement alleging a pattern of abuse. There you have it. Motive. That's what that is. That's what that is. See, he was standing up for him people, okay? Ballantyne said the most recent report confirmed what the preliminary autopsy found. They get those preliminary results back pretty quick. We had those within the week of Richardson's death, Ballantyne said to al.com. It's taken 3 months to get the official report back. The Alabama Department of Forensic Sciences did not immediately provide a copy of the autopsy, which is classified as public information unless there is a pending investigation into the death. Lee Richardson, Denoris Richardson's wife, has not seen the official document and maintained that she does not believe her husband deleted himself. The sheriff department has been saying he committed suicide from the beginning within 5 days of the investigation. Lee Richardson said in a statement, "This is why we are fighting for the truth. This has not been easy by any means. However, we know that Nana did not delete himself." Okay. A private autopsy released to Richardson's lawyer in late December said that a thorough and meticulous investigation should be carried out to rule out stage suicide. Okay. Stage suicide. The private autopsy conducted by forensic pathologist Dr. Adele Shaker affirmed that state's finding that the Norris Richardson died from asphyxia secondary to neck compression, which is consistent with hanging. Okay. But the report noted that the hyoid neck bone, which is sometimes fractured in death from hanging and strangulation, wasn't present when Shaker examined the body. Shaker's report said this made it impossible for him to determine whether Richardson was deleted or committed suicide. It's sad. This is sad. Please thumbs up the video. This is sad. Okay. Let me see. The higher bone does not always offer conclusive evidence about the manner of death, according to forensic pathologist Dr. Thomas Andrew, who has worked in the field for over 40 years. You cannot opine on manner of death based on the hyoid bone. I know I'm saying that wrong alone, Andrew said. The hyoid bone breaks in approximately a quarter of all hangings and half of strangulation. Andrew added, instead, the manner of death determined is based largely on evidentiary and circumstantial information. Andrew said that it was his standard practice to remove the hyoid bone in cases like Richardson, and that he will only give it to private pathologists performing secondary autopsy upon request. Richardson did not have any bodily injuries except for on his neck, and his toxicology report was normal, Shaker said. Andrew said those were important observations. In the report, Shaker said that it was impossible to conclude how Richardson died without photographs of where his body was found or the rope that deleted him. Duh. Neither were provided with the body, according to Shaker. Right. Because at least if they had the rope, they could then compare that to the lignature, the markings on his neck to see if it's... Child, this is so convoluted. So, Rhetoric Van Daniels, the attorney who represented Norris Richardson, his wife, in his civil rights lawsuit against the Sheffield Police Department, said he also does not have photos of the scene. Like, why wasn't it photos of the crime scene? This is like routine police work, okay? We all watched enough of ID Channel and Law and Order SVU. They always take pictures of the scene. That it just doesn't make any sense. Like, I feel bad for this family. All right. This whole investigation is suspicious, said Van Daniel. He added, this family and community are tired of the evasive answers and lies being told to them. In November, approximately 100 people marched from City Hall through the quiet streets of Sheffield into the neighboring city of Tuscumbia, where the county sheriff department is located, to demand transparency from law enforcement. We can't continue to allow the same things to continue to happen over and over and over and over, and we not stand up and do something about it. March organizer Ernest Bridges said. The march was not just about seeking answers, but about securing a future where our minds and bodies are valued, heard, and safe, said Trenda Owens, a social worker from Sheffield who spoke at the march on the steps of the courthouse. Owens also encouraged marchers to destigmatize conversations about mental health. So Sheriff Ballantyne called for a federal investigation into Richardson's death following public outcry. The FBI investigation is still ongoing, according to Ballantyne. A spokesperson from the FBI declined to comment on pending investigation. Riddle is a corpse member for the Associated Press. Report for America's State House. Okay. All right, that's just giving credit. So shout out to Buck for sending me this story. This sounds like a lynching to me. It's too much. missing information. And the family had all rights to pay for a private autopsy. Okay, a sundown town. Yo. All right, let me see what y'all saying in the comments. All right. Grown women, she said, it's going to get worse after January 20th. Trust me, it will embolden them more. I'm surprised this is not national news, and that's why I'm talking about, like, Big Crump, where you at? Fake ass activist. Couture Bay said that's a sundown town. Yes, sundown town still exists. Okay, Tell said, as someone who lives in Kentucky in a city surrounded by sundown towns, this story is highly suspicious, and Alabama is way worse than Kentucky. I agree. Couture Bay said it sounds like a murking to her. Yes, they covered it up. Why wasn't it pictures of him hanging? Like, where's the evidence? I say cover up too. Tell said, a grown woman, don't try me, right? Definitely a cover up. Acorns better be careful after the inauguration because ish about to get worse. And that's what I say. Well, I'm gonna keep my eye on the story. Thank you, Buck, for sending me this story. But to all the people who out there in the Lulu land acting like racism doesn't exist, it is very much still here in America, okay? But I just find the whole situation
That's suspicious. That's weird.
suspicious and weird. And I hope this family gets justice. I mean, I feel like the motive is the fact that he was filing a lawsuit, fighting for civil rights and things like that, and they wanted to silence him. I mean, this is a healthy man. Has no reason to take himself out. Like, it's all weird. It is all weird. It really is. All right, last story I want to get into, and then we want to get up out of here. What the bleep is going on with Nicki Minaj? She is unhinged. She is unhinged. All right, come here, Perez. Come on. I know a lot of people don't like him, but he be on point with his little shorts on Instagram. Sum it all up for us.
Nicki Minaj is very talented and a horrible human being.
Yep.
I say that full chest because of not just who she married, but also her financial support paying the legal bills of her convicted PDF file brother, who's currently behind bars. He's free and a stain on her existence. Husband and baby daddy. What a winner. And now, the very best female rapper of all time has been accused by her former manager of assaulting him. And I believe it. It seems very credible to me that Nicki Minaj would be violent and a diva that explodes. A lawsuit was just filed today against Minaj by Brandon Garrett, who
I hit the wrong button. Get back at me.
Manager on her tour last year. He is claiming assault, battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. It all went down at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit on April the 21st. Brandon was called to Nicki's dressing room backstage that day, and he was confronted because Brandon had another tour employee go pick up some prescription meds for her. That was hospitality manager Luke Montgomery, okay? Remember those names. Brandon, the guy suing her, and Luke, another employee. All right. Brandon was the day-to-day manager. Luke was the hospitality manager. Actually, no need to even remember the names. I'm going to simplify it for you. The lawsuit states that the guy suing her was asked why the other tour employee was picking up prescriptions on Nicki's behalf and not the day-to-day manager as she had requested. The day-to-day manager who is suing her responded that he had the other employee pick up a prescription in the past because Nicki wanted it immediately. But the day-to-day manager was occupied at the venue with Nicki in the quick change room during a performance because one of his responsibilities was helping Nicki with dressing during performances. Follow? Okay. Well, Nicki was not having that, and she, quote, became visibly upset and angrily screamed at her day-to-day manager, yelling at him, quote, "Are you effing crazy having him pick up my prescription? You have lost your effing mind. And if my husband was here, he would knock out your effing teeth. You're a dead man walking. You just effed up your whole life and you will never be anyone. I'll make sure of it." All right, she didn't laugh, but I imagined that in my head. According to the lawsuit, Nicki then began yelling even more, asking him for details about what kind of prescription was picked up. But when the day-to-day manager couldn't remember, Nicki allegedly screamed at him to look through his phone until he finds it. When neither of these two guys could answer Nicki's questions, the suit says that the rapper then asked to see Mr. Montgomery's, oh God, which one's this one? Okay, Nicki asked for the cell phone of the guy who went to pick up the prescription, who is the hospitality manager, not the one suing her. She wanted to read the last text messages between the two of them. And then when the cell phone was offered to her to read, Nicki instead got very close to the guy's suing her face while continuing to yell. That's when things escalated, when she got real close and Nicki open-handedly struck her day-to-day manager on the right side of his face, causing his head to swing backwards as his hat flew off his head. At that point, it is claimed that several of Minaj's security team members swarmed in close to them both before the rapper allegedly struck him on the right wrist, knocking the documents in plaintiff's hand onto the floor. Okay. Following this brouhaha, he was told to leave the room and he ran to the nearest restroom and locked himself inside for hours, calling his fiancée to inform him what happened. Oh, he's one of us. At this point, plaintiff's wrist was throbbing and his face was sore, but he stayed in the restroom because he was terrified and feared for his safety. The following day, he was informed that he would not be riding the bus from Detroit to Chicago. The suit says that he ended up taking a flight to Chicago and contacted the Chicago Police Department to file a police report and request a police escort back to his hotel because he feared for his safety and did not know if his belongings had been removed or tampered with. Once he got back to his hotel room, he stayed there for the next couple of days because he was fearful and traumatized over the altercation. He later flew back to Detroit to file a formal police report there. Nicki's lawyer has responded to this lawsuit saying, quote, "At this time, no complaint has been served upon Mrs. Petty, and therefore we are unaware of the specific allegations. However, if the lawsuit is as reported, it is completely false and frivolous. We are confident that the matter brought by this ex-assistant will be resolved swiftly in Mrs. Petty's favor. I doubt that. I think she will actually end up paying this guy something to make this go away, because that's how lawsuits work. It'll be cheaper for her to pay the former day-to-day manager something than fight this out in court. In all likelihood, the former day-to-day manager got a lawyer who agreed to represent him for free in exchange for getting probably like 50% of whatever payout she offers. The legal system, rich people problems. Thoughts on this all? Let me know in the comment section.
Yeah, period. And let me tell you, I look at patterns of behavior, and as a result of all this, and I'm glad he filed a report to make a record of it. But it looks like they calling for her to be arrested. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked for this. All right. Detroit police reportedly request arrest warrant after Nicki Minaj sued by tour employee for assault. First of all, you are a superstar. You know they are looking to make an example of you. But her and her husband, they're gutter snipes. Let's see. So, according to law enforcement, sources of TMZ Detroit Police Department officials have requested a warrant for arrest after employee filed an assault lawsuit against Nicki Minaj. As we previously shared, New York rapper Nicki Minaj, born Onika Tanya Mirage, is facing a lawsuit from a man claiming to be manager for the rapper, whom he alleges put hands on him after a show in Detroit in April of 2024, which is her Pink Friday tour. According to the publication, the shocking court documents were filed in LA Superior Court on Friday, January 3rd. All right, and we know what the lawsuit says. So now you got an arrest warrant. So now you're looking to get a record just like your husband, your pedo husband, okay, your rapist husband, allegedly, okay. But I look at patterns of behavior, okay. They also did this. Let's not forget, she is ducking and dodging a lawsuit I think it took place in Germany. Shout out to Yahoo Entertainment. Nicki Minaj, $500,000 debt is alleged security guard. It was a security guard assault case rises for failing to pay. All you and your husband are doing, you and your hood husband, your wretched ass husband, are accumulating lawsuits everywhere that you're not paying. Okay. So Nicki Minaj and her husband, Kenneth Petty, may have to pay more than they bargained for as their alleged assault debt settlement to the security guard hits a new high. Timon's Weinmuller, who sued the award-winning rapper and her partner, revealed that his six-figure settlement from the default judgment in March continues to increase following failure to make a payment from their end. So Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, and you heard him say, like, she was screaming, oh, if my husband was here, shall stop it. Nicki Minaj need to grow up. She got to remember she is a mother and she has a son. It's already bad enough your son not going to be able to have play dates. Tired of this bitch. She's the ghetto as they come, okay? It's nothing nice about her. And I don't care what any of y'all said. I don't care. Because her fans are delusional just like her. So she's refusing to pay. So look, when they come for all them liens on your tours, because remember she went on tour, Ken and Barbie exposed it. All the liens she had on her tour, her house, and everything. She gonna go bankrupt out of lawsuits because she don't know how to behave and act like a woman. Do-Rag said, old Chester. Hey, Courtney. Tell said the Eddies kicked in. I know that's right, child. Right. I mean, to me, she devalued herself when she married that gutter snipe. Bottom of the barrel. And grown woman said, throw both petties away. I'm with you. I'm glad he filed a police report. Yes, Courtney, assaulting the manager. This is not a good look. The way her and her husband move is very sloppy, and they move like broke people. They move like they live in the projects, bottom floor. Yes, please get these likes up. I'll drop the link if anybody want to get up here and sound off about any of the topics that we talked about. We got into Megan Thee Stallion. I believe that girl is thirsty. That's my thoughts. Okay. Thirsty. Them text messages didn't choose show or prove anything. And my thing is, if you going to expose him, expose it all. I want to see what you say back. What you hiding for? You came this far. All right. We also got into Rickey Smiley announcing that he has 5-year-old twins, and the previous father, the father that was presumed to be the father, came out and made some allegations, but it's no proof. And facts are, when she had the twins, she was grown. That's all we got to go on. So unless there's proof of anything other, he got twins by grown ass woman, sir, and you got caught in the crossfire of the manipulation. And but it's sad, but it's really women out here that be trapping these ninjas. With babies that's not theirs, and I think it should be mandatory that people get a DNA test at birth. We also touched on Royce Reed a little bit, being served a cease and desist by Dwight Howard, and also her starting a GoFundMe to fight her legal fees because she's being sued again by him. I mean, I think she's gonna win because she didn't say his name. She called him Superman, but everybody knew who she was talking about because she said, I had a baby by Superman. Really? I haven't heard anything from Mims. I hope he's okay. I know he takes breaks every once in a while. He has not posted. I'll send him a message. Oh wait, he just posted. He good. He just posted. It's crazy. Y'all talked him up. Right here. Hold on. He chilling. Look like he got him a new car too. Look at my baby. We did her photo shoot at a comic book store, and the guy was so nice. This is my baby. $400,000 followers on TikTok, and now she's at 8,000 on the gram. Mims just posted. Thank you, Mims. They talked you up. Here we go. Let me refresh. Here you go. Mims is okay. He said, rule 1, if the counter lady offers you free upgrade, ask no question. Grab the keys and run. I don't even like convertibles, but I'm using what I got to get what I want. 2025. Happy New Year's, Mims. All right, he just posted this an hour ago, guys. So he's okay. He probably just taking a break. You know, YouTubing is a lot, okay? It takes a lot out of you. And that's why I take breaks when I need to. Especially when you're dealing with heavy stories like the Diddler and all these lawsuits that's going around and everybody being exposed for being a creep or a pedo. Yeah, that's my twin. That is my twin. Yes, she is doing the damn thing. I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of girl. It be packages every other day at my house. People sending her stuff so she could post. So it's a comic book store downtown Newark, and the owner was really really nice. I'm actually gonna go back there. He's having a free comic book event, he said, in May. So I'm gonna go vlog it because he's got a lot of neat things. Like he had a lot of he got a lot of memorabilia in there, like strawberry shortcake and things like that. Oh, we got a guest. Hey, Bree.
Hello, girl. I'm in the car, as you could tell, at the
Happy
HEB. I don't know why I look.
Sunday.
Happy Sunday. I look muted, but I promise y'all my makeup is blended very well.
Your braids are popping though. They're beautiful. I love your braids.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to the African girlies. Cause that's who braided it. I'm gonna go back because I like this hair. It's like lightweight.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that has something to do with where they get it from. I don't know. You
Mm-hmm.
know the African girls, they don't give all their secrets. But first things first, I believe for Royce. I think Royce is gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
Dwight Howard is trash. That Cali man said he heard moaning with a woman and with men, and he said it sounded very sexual in nature. So I believe them. These people don't have to lie on Dwight. They didn't just pick him out the hat. He had to settle several lawsuits. Remember the Mason dude, the Mason guy with the long, the trans. I don't know if it's
Mm-hmm.
trans, the androgynous man, and then
Mm-hmm.
Steven said Miss Katie came out the woodwork and the children were home. He's always doing something inappropriate. That's in so he's getting his karma. I don't think it has anything to do with Diddy. It has everything to do with he's a nasty person.
Yeah, I
So
just think they're one and the same. I think birds of a feather flock together when it comes to him and Diddy.
well, Diddy was an actual billionaire. Dwight is not. He's ostracized from his community. I tell people how you win a championship in what was it 2022 and you can't get a job in the NBA, a sportscaster, newscaster, podcaster, you got to go play in Taiwan, baby. That should tell you everything you need to know. As far as it goes with Nicki Minaj, I think she attacked that man. I don't know
I
why
think
she
so
attacked
too.
that man. I said, I said, baby, what was the prescription? What was the prescription? Because for that, I need to know.
That's
And
like
clearly,
withdrawal treatment right there. Like she was out
you think it was
withdrawal.
giving withdrawal? It's giving either a mood type things, or like somebody in my chat said yesterday, antibiotic. One or the other. Because why would you be upset that the other manager went to go get it?
It's weird. It's
Very weird to me.
weird.
Very
But
to me.
she gonna end up losing all her money to all these lawsuits because of her husband
She gonna
breaking
have to stay on
figure.
tour. She gonna have to stay on tour because it's just always something. And then who else did you discuss? You discussed Royce. You discussed
Ricky Smiley.
Ricky Smiley. My issue with that man who said he been fighting, it's giving he's a deadbeat. Cause why would the family automatically agree with the woman
Mm-hmm.
about these kids?
Mm-hmm.
Something in the buttermilk ain't right, and I think he just threw out that 17. She was a mistress at 17 to like distract. Cause if that was the case, and you knew that, why would you sleep with a woman like that? The
And if
math
y'all
ain't
not married,
mathing.
why not be quiet? Why not get a DNA test yourself? Like,
Immediately, like, how did you find out? Like, something had to happen for Ricky Smiley. I'm not saying he's the best, but it's giving grown man. He probably saw something in them babies and was like, let me get a test. And got the test, and they're his. And he stepped up. Why would he ostracize his children? He's going
right.
to afford them the same luxury. It's given this man is upset. It's given Alabama teens, the hood rats of Alabama, because they are very hood down there. I'm not gonna lie. They be very ratchet.
Yes,
And
they do.
so
Mobile.
So it is what it is. And for that black man who was unalived in that sundown town, it's given sundown. When they get the population, it gives sundown to me where it's at. Those are one of the places you can't stop. I would encourage all black people to not even stop in a sundown town. Don't stop, don't live, don't reside. Because, baby, we have them in Louisiana. I think we have one sundown town, I think, in Louisiana. I think, if I'm not mistaken, but it's closer to Texas than it is Louisiana. I think it's in Texas. It's on the border. But either way, they're throughout the domestic U.S. They're not just in the South. People think they're in the South. No, they're throughout the
No,
U.S.
they are. Chicago has them still too.
They're
Illinois.
throughout the U.S. So I would suggest you don't need nothing that bad to stop in a town. No gas, no pee break, no nothing. Just go to the next exit because people are nasty. I'll never forget. I stopped in Mississippi and a woman put my money on the counter just to let me know where we stood. And everything in me. I just said, thank you. And grabbed my off the counter because I knew all she had to do was call Big Bubba and them, and I would have been up out of here. So we got to be mindful of that. I might do a video on that. I upload talking about which sundown towns and where they're at,
I think
and
that's
what we could do to like prevent this from happening. Because you see how they don't want us to have money so much, they'll get rid of us. Look at all these deaths where we were around them and mysteriously they can't find out what's wrong with us. There's a man in Georgia where the wife went to spend the night with her homegirls and they still to this day don't know what happened because the coroner and the police chief who's married to one of the wives, a mess. Sometimes we just have to just stop seeing the best in people and see them for who they truly are, monsters.
Right.
Just because there's one good one, they're not all good. That's just the anomaly. But thank you for having me up, Naughty. I love you. Shout out to AT2. That love was lit. And that's why they mad. Okay, look
That's
at us
why they mad.
standing with our friend. You see how friends support each other? You hope to never. Let me drop down back in the chat.
All right, thank you, Bree. Thank you for your thoughts. Oh my God. Please go follow Couture Bay. Most of y'all probably already do. She is a great commentator. She's a great YouTuber, and she always has educational facts, honey. Okay. And I just love her to death. Her and AT2, they're my friends, chill. Tell say, yep, I remember that case. Yes, very suspicious. That poor woman. Smooth Art said, I was in a sundown town in Western New York and didn't know. Yes, they all over. That's why we got to be very aware of our surroundings. Okay. And at the end of the day, we know racism is still very much alive in this country. That is the foundation of the United States. That is the foundation of the world. Racism. So I would like to know what Trump gonna do about that, okay? If he don't go to jail, we gonna find out. We gonna find out. Well, I'm glad we found Mims. Yes, it looks like Mims is like on vacation for his New Year's, so that's dope. Loving a convertible, Mims. I'm gonna be my girl though. I appreciate every last one of y'all joining me. Let's leave it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, okay? Tokyo Toni unleashing on the internet, okay? And her granddaughter disrespecting her because she a disrespectful person. Let me know what y'all think, okay? All right, you guys. I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed evening. And to all my haters,
and I want to say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
I thank y'all too. I embrace my haters, but I ain't taking no ish in 2025. And it started last night. I'm not effing around with these mofos out here. These men thinking they going to disrespect us just because we women. Oh, Nicki got something for you, motherfucker. And I'll curse you out, okay? And that's exactly what happened last night. Somebody thought they was going to play in my face, and I got them all the way together and then blocked them. And that motherfucker gonna talk about something. I don't like when females have masculine energy. Well, I don't like when males have feminine energy. Period. So, you got beef? Pull up.
You don't want no problems. You
That part. That part right there. I appreciate every last one of you. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. One.